name is Plymouth County Sheriff. I'm Joe McDonald, and with me is our District Attorney, Tim Cruz. We are the co-chairs of the Plymouth County Drug Abuse Task Force, and this is our mural, our banner, for lack of a better word. Represents all of us coming together to fight one of the biggest problems of our time, and that is the overwhelming wave that we've seen of substance use, and the terrible toll that that's taken upon our youth and our community. Here we are. Your name?
Yeah, well, thanks so much for the opportunity. As the sheriff said, we're dealing with all sorts of issues right now regarding the opiate crisis, especially now with COVID-19 going on, the challenge that we've seen with the uptick and the downtick at the same time. So what we're trying to do is make sure we can get resources to people, and through our task force, we've developed Plymouth County Outreach with the local law enforcement so that all 27 communities here in Plymouth County, if somebody has a non-fatal opiate overdose in our county, doesn't matter what town, within 12 to 24 hours, a recovery coach and a plainclothes policeman will show up with information. They offer help people overcome that stigma, that challenge that they're facing with, and maybe they will get help from the people that need it so bad. And also at the same time, really what we're trying to also continue to do is make sure we can focus on our kids in the future. The drug endangered kids, it's a terrible thing that's going on right now. The kids who are losing their parents to this addiction. How can we help them and make them stop this cycle from going on? And we're dealing with kids with adverse childhood experiences and many other things. So we're working together now to try to get in front of this problem versus having to deal with it either in the jail or through the court system in the next 5-10 years. So we're very hopeful we're going to be able to do something. I'm very thankful to be here with Graffiti Recovery. We've funded them at a few different events, and they've done a tremendous job helping people go on through their painting, deal with their issues, and dealing with the addiction. So I'm very glad to be here today, and it looks like it's been very successful.
Thank you. Is there any way to contact you guys?
You can contact me at PlymouthDA.com, or you can call the Plymouth DA's office, 508-584-8120. If anybody has any questions on all the preventive programs that we do, please go there, and the sheriff can certainly give you his information.
Certainly you can contact us at pcsdma.org, pcsdma.org, or you can call us 508-830-6200. We answer any questions, and I look forward to talking to you.
Look, I told you about me throwing my back out yesterday.
See the back.
She just did the front. But that's a lot of work because she did the brick city, which means the streets, the neighborhood, and then my name on it, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work into it, the meaning, just the meaning that it means for what she did. Nice work she did. And that's a way of keeping yourself out of trouble too. It's just art. It's a perfect way of expressing how you feel, how you want to live your life, what you want to do next.
Correct. Why you think I do this?
Amen. 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 Praise God.
Pastor Roberto is originally from Brazil, and he came here around 30 years ago. He worked with other churches for a while, and then he decided to start his own ministry in Brockton probably about 10 years ago. You can get the exact date from him, but it originally started as a Brazilian church because that's his background and his skills. But when he came here, he looked around, and we're right next door to Perkins Park, and he saw how many people were struggling and in poverty, and it really touched his heart. So he started programs to reach out. And at the time he came to this church, he already had a 501c3 charity called the Universal Charity Foundation. And so as part of that charity, he started the Homeless Improvement Project. So the Universal Charity Foundation is a 501c3 charity that does work in Brazil and also in Cape Verde. And then the Homeless Improvement Project was created to help people in this area. And it started with a Sunday breakfast. And it's kind of grown. About 3 years ago, I believe it was January 1st, 2017, he started what was originally a drop-in center. And now that has become, God has blessed us, and that has become more. So now we're looking at being more of a resource center where people can come in and we can help them rebuild their lives, get out of homelessness, go write a resume if they want to write a resume. We're going to have a room set up for telehealth, so that if they need to talk to a doctor, they can go to that room. We'll have a case manager who will work with them with Social Security or with the doctors and set up appointments. And we're working with a group called the Healing Coalition, which is a group of Boston Medical Center got a grant to help a variety of communities and states reduce opioid overdose deaths by 40% in 3 years. So we're working with that group, and through that group we've developed a lot of relationships. So now we have people that we can call if someone comes to us and they need to go to a detox. We have doctors who we can call that will see them next day. So the ministry is really starting to grow. It's really an exciting time for us. And right now we're in a period of transition because of COVID-19. So we haven't started those programs yet, but we've got the funding for them and they're on the verge of stuff. We're very, very excited.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Roberto Silveira. I'm the pastor of a Universal Missionary Church and the founder of the Homeless Improvement Project, the HIP. And we are here today to talk about what we're doing here today, right? We do have an event of painting a truck, a box truck, to become a show-up truck for the Brockton homeless community. Well, we do this already for over 9.5 years, been here in Brockton, and also we have a mission in Cape Verde, where we have a feeding program for young kids. And in Brazil, we have another project in Brazil that we do like a feeding programs. We are building a village. We do also have a mission down in Brazil where we're building school and housings, like I said, for people who are, poor people there. And trying to do all this event here to, in the future, we'll be able to raise some funds to help the Brockton community a little bit more than what we're doing right now.
So tell me more about the access to this van real quick.
The access of the van, well, we will be, as I said, we're going to be building 2 showers inside of the van. So as soon as we have the shower ready to be used, we will be open up to the public, the community, the homeless community, or anyone who needs a shower, really, because it's going to be, a community shower, and the intention is to use that to really serve the community. That's what it is.
Tell me a little bit more about him.
The HIP?
Yeah.
Well, the HIP is a program where we're trying to bring working with the homeless. It's called the Homeless Improvement Project. And that this project is born in 2012 here at the Universal Missionary Church. And we started, with coffee and donuts, and then we start to help with the feeding and food for families that are, low-income family. We did, clothing for the homeless, coffee. Well, we really try to cover the basics, plus all the counseling. We help with IDs. We help guide them through the systems, the legal system. The intention is the HIP to become a resource center for the Brockton low-income families, and focus more right now on the homeless community.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Susie Lordy. I'm the founder of 24 Hour Power, Inc. We do recovery graffiti all over the state of Massachusetts. and we do a ton of it right here in Brockton, Mass. And we're here today to help Pastor Roberto, who's a very good friend to the homeless and a very good friend to people in recovery. And that's where we come in. So our artists, spent the day today transforming this 19-foot box truck into what will be the future home of a mobile barbershop and a mobile shower. Imagine that for the homeless right here in Brockton. It doesn't get any better than that. So our artists come from a variety of backgrounds, but many of them were homeless as well. You know, suffering from drug addiction, alcohol addiction, mental illness, the whole 9 yards. And you know, there's no place they'd rather be than here today to help people be able to rise up. That's what we're all about.
Tell me a little bit more about 24-hour power.
Okay. 24-hour power features artists in recovery that are seeking a better lifestyle. So we use graffiti because graffiti gets a bad rap. You know, people think about it and they picture felonies and sure, that is what it can mean, you know, stuff that you want to cover up. But there's another kind of graffiti. We've turned graffiti into something called recovery graffiti. And what that means is turning the negative into the positive. And now we do beautiful murals, just like you see here, and many others. We do them for churches, we do them for buildings, we do them on rugs, you name it. We do it everywhere. And we use spray paint. And what happens is you're meeting people right where they're at, okay? Fentanyl is killing an entire generation right now. In Massachusetts alone, 2,000 people died from opioid-related deaths. That's only opioid-related deaths, and that's every single year. So we have to step it up. We have to step up our game, people that are trying to help people seeking recovery, and show them they can have fun in recovery and do some really cool things, keep their mind off of drugs. And yeah, so far so good. We've been around 2 years. We've done 65 recovery graffiti events since. So if you guys want to come with us, anytime, give us a call.
How can we contact you?
Our website is www.24hrpower.com, and you can always reach me on my cell, 781-789-2724. Check it out, man, and it's free.
Keith Mize, been doing graffiti art for a long time. As well, I'm a tattoo artist. I work in recovery, and definitely enjoy doing this. You know, looking to help people, do whatever I can to give back. So this is pretty cool to do. I had fun painting these little cartoon characters, and, you know, wish I had more time and more supplies. I could really do more, but this is cool and I had fun.
Thank you, Keith. Can you tell me a little bit about your graffiti background?
My graffiti background?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, like, I was infatuated with it in the 80s when I went and saw the movie Beat Street, saw the painting on the trains, and that was it. You know, I started writing on rocks on my backyard, walls, whatever I could, you know, when I was a little kid. Not really understanding it yet, but that's kind of how it started. And it's just always been with me since I was probably like 12 or younger even.
How can I get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me on Instagram, Mize_rock, and that's probably the best way.